Once thriving brands are now barely clinging to life, facing plummeting sales, outdated models, and fierce competition. But what if I told you that some of the biggest names in the industry are on the verge of total collapse? Today, we're exposing 5 major car brands that may not survive much longer. You'll find out exactly why they're failing, what it means for you as a car buyer, and most importantly, how to avoid getting stuck with a dying brand. Let's start with a name you probably haven't thought about in a while, and for good reason: Mitsubishi. Known for its engineering prowess and performance-focused vehicles, the company had a lineup that appealed to enthusiasts and everyday drivers alike. The Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution, a legendary rally-inspired sedan, and the Eclipse, a beloved sports coupe, helped solidify the brand's reputation. These models were not just cars, they were symbols of excitement, affordability, and innovation. The company also saw massive success in the early years of the Mitsubishi Montero, a rugged sport utility vehicle that competed directly with some of the most established off-road brands. But today, the reality could not be more different. Mitsubishi has become an afterthought in the automobile industry, struggling to stay afloat in a highly competitive market. Once a brand that captured the attention of performance lovers and budget-conscious buyers alike, Mitsubishi is now barely surviving. Its presence in the United States of America has dwindled to the point where many potential buyers do not even realize the brand still exists. Mitsubishi's market share has plummeted to less than 1% in the United States of America, and the decline does not seem to be stopping anytime soon. Decades ago, the brand was a formidable competitor against Toyota, Honda, and Nissan, but now it barely registers on the radar of new car buyers. This decline is not just limited to the United States of America. Mitsubishi's struggles are being felt worldwide, with the company losing ground in key markets such as Japan, Europe, and Australia. One of the biggest problems facing Mitsubishi today is the lack of innovation. The automotive industry is moving at a rapid pace, with major brands pushing the boundaries of electric vehicles, self-driving technology, and advanced safety features. Companies like Tesla, Hyundai, and Ford are investing billions of dollars into research and development, ensuring that they remain ahead of the curve. Meanwhile, Mitsubishi seems stuck in the past, unable to offer anything that excites modern buyers. Mitsubishi's current lineup is uninspiring at best. The company no longer produces performance cars like the Lancer Evolution, nor does it offer compelling budget-friendly alternatives that stand out. The Outlander, a mid-size sport utility vehicle, is currently Mitsubishi's last hope in the United States of America, but it faces overwhelming competition from better established vehicles such as the Honda CR-V and Toyota RAV4. While the Outlander does have a plug-in hybrid variant, it is not enough to save the company from its downward spiral. Another major issue contributing to Mitsubishi's struggles is its declining dealership presence. Over the last decade, Mitsubishi dealerships have been closing at an alarming rate, leaving fewer locations for potential buyers to explore the brand's offerings. A weak dealership network means that fewer consumers are exposed to Mitsubishi vehicles, making it even harder for the company to recover lost ground. For comparison, brands like Toyota, Honda, and Ford have extensive dealership networks that make their vehicles easily accessible to buyers across the United States of America. Mitsubishi simply does not have the same reach, further diminishing its visibility in the marketplace. Beyond its dealership woes, Mitsubishi is also suffering from brand perception problems. The company was once associated with reliability and affordability, but today its reputation is murky at best. Many consumers now view Mitsubishi as a second-tier automaker, unable to compete with the reliability of Honda or the innovation of Tesla. This negative perception is reflected in the brand's resale values, which are significantly lower than competitors. In an industry where resale value plays a huge role in consumer decision-making, this is a major disadvantage. Even in its home country of Japan, Mitsubishi is facing increased pressure from domestic rivals. Toyota, Nissan, and Honda continue to push forward with new models, electric vehicle investments, and hybrid technology, while Mitsubishi lags behind. The company has failed to capture the younger generation of car buyers, who are looking for modern technology, fuel efficiency, and strong resale value. In recent years, Mitsubishi has attempted to form strategic partnerships to stay afloat, but these efforts have not yielded the expected results. Mitsubishi is currently part of an alliance with Renault and Nissan, which was supposed to provide financial stability and technological advancements. However, with Nissan itself struggling in key markets, the alliance has done little to help Mitsubishi regain its former strength. At this point, Mitsubishi's future in the United States of America looks bleak. If the company does not introduce a game-changing vehicle or a drastic shift in strategy, it may not be long before Mitsubishi disappears from the United States of America market entirely. Even outside of the United States of America, Mitsubishi's struggles are evident, with dwindling sales in key international markets. Mitsubishi may be fading away, but at least it still has a presence, unlike this next brand, which might not even last another model cycle, Chrysler. For nearly 100 years, Chrysler has been synonymous with American automotive excellence. From elegant luxury sedans to powerful muscle cars, the brand once stood as a pillar of innovation and style. However, those glory days are now a distant memory. Today, Chrysler finds itself on the brink of collapse, a mere shadow of its former self. Once a company that produced an expansive range of vehicles catering to diverse markets, it now has only two models in its lineup, the Chrysler 300 and the Chrysler Pacifica. This dwindling selection is a glaring sign that the brand is struggling to maintain its relevance in an ever-changing industry. At its peak, Chrysler was a leader in American automotive design, producing vehicles that captured the imagination of car buyers across the nation. The Chrysler 300, once an icon of bold styling and brute power, has now become an outdated relic, competing in a segment that has lost significant consumer interest. The demand for full-sized sedans has plummeted in recent years, with buyers shifting towards sport utility vehicles and crossover vehicles. Yet Chrysler has done little to reinvent the 300, allowing it to remain largely unchanged for more than a decade. As competitors like Toyota and Hyundai invest in new technology, sleek designs, and cutting-edge hybrid powertrains, Chrysler continues to offer an aging platform that fails to capture the attention of modern consumers. Meanwhile, Chrysler's other remaining model, the Pacifica, is its last attempt to stay relevant in the family vehicle segment. While the Pacifica is considered one of the better minivans available, it faces overwhelming competition from brands that have built stronger reputations in the segment. The Toyota Sienna and the Honda Odyssey have consistently ranked higher in reliability, resale value, and overall appeal. Chrysler's introduction of a plug-in hybrid variant for the Pacifica was a step in the right direction, but it has not been enough to give the brand a significant boost. Even in the minivan market, where Chrysler once dominated, it is struggling to keep up. A major factor in Chrysler's decline is the shifting priorities of its parent company, Stellantis. Formed from the merger of Fiat Chrysler Automobiles and Peugeot Société Anonyme, Stellantis has placed a much greater emphasis on brands like Dodge, Jeep, and Peugeot, leaving Chrysler with minimal resources for innovation. This lack of investment has left the brand stagnant, unable to introduce new models or integrate the latest automotive technology. While other brands under the Stellantis umbrella are making major advancements in electrification and performance, Chrysler has been left behind, stuck in an era that no longer aligns with the expectations of modern car buyers. Even Chrysler's brand identity has become diluted. In the past, it was known for blending luxury and performance, offering high-quality interiors and powerful engines. Today, it lacks a distinct image that resonates with consumers. Dodge has cemented itself as the brand of American muscle. Jeep continues to dominate the off-road segment, and Ram has built a strong presence in the truck market. Chrysler, on the other hand, lacks a clear purpose. It is no longer seen as a luxury brand, nor does it have a strong foothold in any other market segment. This lack of direction has made it difficult for Chrysler to attract new buyers. The sales numbers paint an even grimmer picture. Chrysler's total vehicle sales have declined steadily over the past decade, and its shrinking lineup has made it nearly invisible in the broader automotive market. When compared to competitors that have continuously adapted to shifting consumer preferences, Chrysler's decline is even more evident. While Toyota, Honda, and Hyundai have expanded their offerings and introduced new technology to meet growing demand, Chrysler has remained stagnant, relying on an aging portfolio that is failing to generate enthusiasm. Some industry experts argue that Chrysler's best hope for survival would be a radical reinvention, similar to what Cadillac has done in the luxury market. By embracing high-performance electric vehicles, Chrysler could carve out a new identity for itself and tap into a rapidly expanding market segment. However, this kind of transformation requires substantial investment, and so far, Stellantis has shown little interest in prioritizing Chrysler's revival. Instead, it continues to focus its efforts on brands with higher profitability, leaving Chrysler to languish in uncertainty. For longtime Chrysler fans, This decline is frustrating to watch. The brand's vehicles still have their loyal followers, but nostalgia alone cannot sustain an automaker. If Chrysler does not receive the necessary resources to modernize and expand its offerings, its days as an independent brand may be numbered. The industry is evolving at an unprecedented pace, and automakers that fail to adapt are quickly being left behind. Chrysler may be struggling, but at least it still has name recognition. Meanwhile, this next brand cannot even convince buyers that it belongs in the luxury segment. Infiniti. When Infiniti was first introduced, it was meant to be Nissan's answer to the growing demand for luxury vehicles. It was designed to take on established premium brands such as Lexus, Bayerische Motorenwerke, and Mercedes-Benz, offering a balance of comfort, performance, and advanced technology. At its peak, Infiniti positioned itself as a forward-thinking luxury automaker with innovative features and sleek designs. However, as time went on, the brand struggled to maintain its relevance. Unlike its competitors, Infiniti failed to carve out a clear identity, leaving it in a precarious position within the luxury automobile industry. One of Infiniti's biggest downfalls has been its inability to keep up with the rapid advancements in automotive technology. While other premium brands have continuously pushed the envelope with cutting-edge infotainment systems, driver assistance features, and electrification, Infiniti has remained stagnant. The brand's vehicles often feel outdated compared to the competition, lacking the kind of innovation that modern consumers have come to expect. This failure to evolve has made Infiniti's lineup seem uninspiring, leading potential buyers to look elsewhere. Sales numbers further highlight Infiniti's decline. Once a strong player in the luxury segment, the brand has seen a dramatic drop in consumer interest. Over the past decade, Infiniti's sales figures have steadily declined, struggling to compete with the likes of Lexus, Bayerische Motorenwerke, and Acura. While Lexus continues to expand its footprint with new models and hybrid offerings, Infiniti has failed to introduce anything truly groundbreaking. This stagnation has only made it harder for the brand to attract new buyers, further cementing its place on the fringes of the luxury market. Another major challenge Infiniti faces is its parent company's financial struggles. Nissan, which oversees Infiniti, has been dealing with its own set of problems, including declining market share, leadership turmoil, and profitability concerns. With Nissan struggling to stay competitive, Infiniti has been left in a difficult position. Unlike Toyota, which has continuously invested in Lexus to ensure its success, Nissan has not provided Infiniti with the same level of support. Instead, the brand has been left with limited resources, making it even harder to compete in the already crowded luxury segment. Infiniti's failure to establish a strong hybrid and electric vehicle lineup has also hurt its prospects. As the automotive industry shifts towards sustainability, luxury brands have been leading the charge with innovative electric vehicle offerings. Tesla has set the standard for high-performance electric luxury cars, while Bayerische Motorenwerke and Mercedes-Benz have introduced impressive all-electric models that cater to eco-conscious consumers. In contrast, Infiniti's efforts in this space have been minimal at best. The brand has failed to develop a competitive electric vehicle strategy, putting it at a severe disadvantage in a rapidly evolving market. In addition to its struggles with electrification, Infiniti has also faced issues with reliability and brand perception. While Lexus has built a reputation for producing dependable, high-quality vehicles, Infiniti has not been able to achieve the same level of consumer trust. Reports of mechanical problems, outdated transmissions, and inconsistent build quality have plagued the brand, further damaging its reputation. When consumers invest in a luxury vehicle, they expect a seamless and refined driving experience, something Infiniti has not consistently delivered. Infiniti's dealership network has also contributed to its decline. Unlike its competitors, which have maintained strong relationships with their dealer networks, Infiniti's presence has weakened over time. Fewer dealerships mean reduced visibility, making it harder for potential buyers to explore and experience the brand's offerings. As consumer interest continues to wane, dealers have struggled to move Infiniti's inventory, leading to frequent discounting and lower profit margins. This has created a vicious cycle where the brand is forced to sell vehicles at a discount, further diminishing its perceived value in the luxury market. While Infiniti has attempted to revamp its lineup with new models such as the Infiniti QX55, these efforts have not been enough to turn the brand around. The market is simply too competitive, with established players like Lexus and Bayerische Motor and Werke continuously setting the standard for luxury automobiles. Infiniti's recent offerings have failed to generate the kind of excitement needed to re-establish its position in the industry. Without a clear vision for the future, the brand risks fading into irrelevance entirely. Unless Infiniti makes drastic changes in the coming years, its presence in the luxury automobile market will continue to diminish. With competition growing fiercer by the day, the brand's failure to innovate and establish a unique identity has put it on a dangerous path. Infiniti is fading fast, but at least it still has a few cars on the road, unlike this next brand, which has been flirting with disaster for decades: Alfa Romeo. With a legacy of striking aesthetics, dynamic performance, and a storied motorsport background, the brand seemed poised for success among luxury and performance automakers. However, despite multiple revival attempts, Alfa Romeo has struggled to make a lasting impact on American consumers. Once celebrated for its passion and craftsmanship, the brand's image has been clouded by reliability issues, high maintenance costs, and an inconsistent market strategy. When Alfa Romeo exited the United States market in the 1990s, many enthusiasts believed it would only be a temporary retreat. The brand had a devoted following and a unique European appeal that set it apart from domestic and Japanese competitors. However, Alfa Romeo did not return to American dealerships until the 2010s, and when it did, the comeback was far from the triumphant return that many had hoped for. Instead of building a strong foundation with reliable and well-supported vehicles, Alfa Romeo launched into the market with cars that were undeniably beautiful, but plagued by mechanical issues. One of the most significant hurdles Alfa Romeo has faced in the United States is its well-documented history of reliability issues. While other European brands such as Bayerische Motor and Werke and Mercedes-Benz have managed to balance performance with dependability, Alfa Romeo has consistently struggled to offer vehicles that can withstand the test of time. Reports of engine malfunctions, electrical system failures, and transmission problems have plagued the brand for years. The initial excitement surrounding its return quickly turned into frustration for many early adopters who found themselves dealing with frequent and costly repairs. The cost of maintaining an Alfa Romeo has also been a major deterrent for potential buyers. While luxury brands often come with higher repair and maintenance expenses, Alfa Romeo's costs are significantly steeper than many of its competitors. Parts availability has been a consistent issue, with long wait times for replacements and high labor costs at dealerships. Unlike German luxury brands that have established a vast and efficient service network in the United States, Alfa Romeo's limited dealership presence has made routine maintenance and repairs a hassle for many owners. This lack of accessibility has further alienated consumers who might have otherwise been interested in the brand. Alfa Romeo's weak dealership network has only compounded these issues. While brands like Lexus and Audi have well-established support systems with numerous service centers across the country, Alfa Romeo operates with a significantly smaller footprint. Many cities lack a dedicated Alfa Romeo dealership, forcing customers to travel long distances just to service their vehicles. This inconvenience has discouraged potential buyers who prioritize reliability and ease of ownership, even in major metropolitan areas. Alfa Romeo dealerships are relatively scarce compared to other luxury brands, making it difficult for the company to build a loyal customer base. Beyond reliability and dealership struggles, Alfa Romeo has also failed to define a clear identity in the American market. It has attempted to position itself as a direct competitor to luxury brands such as Bayerische Motor and Werke and Mercedes-Benz, while also maintaining its reputation for performance and driving excitement. However, this strategy has not translated into strong sales. Unlike Porsche, which successfully blends luxury and high-performance engineering, Alfa Romeo has remained stuck in a middle ground where it does not fully dominate either segment. One of the biggest missed opportunities for Alfa Romeo has been its slow transition into the electric vehicle era. As the automotive industry shifts toward electrification, major automakers are investing billions of dollars into hybrid and battery-powered technology. However, Alfa Romeo has been noticeably absent from this transformation. While other brands have introduced groundbreaking electric vehicle models to stay ahead of the curve, Alfa Romeo has lagged behind, offering little innovation in this space. The lack of an electrified lineup has made it even more difficult for the brand to remain relevant in an increasingly competitive market. The parent company of Alfa Romeo, Stellantis, has also shown signs that it may be losing interest in supporting the struggling brand in the United States. Stellantis, which was formed through the merger of Fiat Chrysler Automobiles and Peugeot Société Anonyme, has prioritized other brands in its portfolio that show stronger sales potential. While Jeep, Dodge, and Peugeot continue to receive investment and development, Alfa Romeo has been given little in terms of future-forward product planning. This lack of investment raises serious concerns about the brand's ability to survive in a market that demands constant evolution. Without significant investment, improved reliability, and a more expansive dealership network, Alfa Romeo will continue to struggle to gain a foothold in the United States. Alfa Romeo's future looks bleak, but nothing compares to this last brand. It has suffered one of the biggest collapses in modern automotive history. Nissan. For decades, Nissan was a powerhouse in the automotive world, commanding a significant share of the market and earning a reputation for producing reliable, innovative, and affordable vehicles. However, that dominance has drastically eroded over the years. Today, Nissan is struggling to maintain even 4% of the market, a staggering decline that signals deeper problems within the company. One of Nissan's most significant struggles has been its financial instability. The company has faced massive profit losses in recent years, with some reports indicating that its year-over-year earnings have declined by an astonishing 99%. This level of financial freefall is almost unheard of for a company of Nissan's stature, and it highlights just how precarious the automaker's situation has become. The financial strain has forced Nissan to cut costs in multiple areas, leading to issues such as reduced vehicle quality, lack of innovation, and dealership struggles. The company's financial troubles were further exposed when it attempted to merge with Honda, a move that was intended to secure its long-term stability. However, those talks ultimately collapsed, revealing deeper structural weaknesses within Nissan's business strategy. The failed merger not only left Nissan without a much-needed strategic partner, but also signaled to investors and industry analysts that the company's future was far from secure. With competitors continuing to grow stronger, Nissan has been left scrambling for solutions to its mounting problems. Another major factor contributing to Nissan's decline is its mismanagement of the electric vehicle market. At one point, Nissan was a pioneer in this segment, launching the Nissan Leaf as the world's first mass-market electric vehicle. The Leaf was an innovative product that put Nissan ahead of its time, making it one of the first automakers to embrace the transition toward electric mobility. However, instead of capitalizing on this early success, Nissan failed to continue innovating at the same pace as its competitors. While companies like Tesla and Hyundai aggressively pushed forward with cutting-edge electric vehicle technology, Nissan allowed the Leaf to stagnate. The vehicle failed to receive significant improvements in range, design, and performance, leaving it unable to compete with newer, more advanced electric vehicle models. As a result, consumers began looking elsewhere for their electric vehicle needs, and Nissan lost the advantage it once had in the segment. The company's inability to produce a compelling follow-up to the Leaf has cost it dearly in the race toward electrification. Beyond its electric vehicle struggles, Nissan has also faced mounting issues with its dealership network and inventory management. The company operates an excessive number of dealerships in the United States, far more than the current demand justifies. Many of these dealerships have struggled to move vehicles off their lots, leading to an overabundance of unsold inventory. In an attempt to combat this, Nissan has resorted to deep discounts and aggressive incentives, offering substantial price reductions just to clear out its backlog of vehicles. While these discounts have helped move inventory in the short term, they have also severely damaged Nissan's profitability. Offering steep price cuts has created a vicious cycle where the company is forced to sell vehicles at unsustainable margins, further weakening its financial standing. Additionally, the perception that Nissan vehicles are often heavily discounted has hurt the brand's overall image. Consumers now expect Nissan cars to come with significant markdowns, making it even harder for the automaker to sell vehicles at full price. Adding to its woes, Nissan has suffered a decline in its reputation for reliability. In the past, the company was known for building durable and long-lasting vehicles, but recent years have seen a sharp increase in reports of mechanical failures, transmission issues, and overall quality concerns. These problems have led to declining consumer trust as buyers become wary of investing in a brand that no longer maintains the high standards it was once known for. Reliability is one of the most crucial factors in a car buyer's decision-making process, and Nissan's struggles in this area have made it even harder to compete. The company's leadership turmoil has only exacerbated its challenges. In recent years, Nissan has gone through multiple leadership changes, creating uncertainty about its future direction. One of the most damaging moments in the company's history came when its former chief executive officer was arrested on charges of financial misconduct. This scandal not only shook the company to its core, but also led to a prolonged period of instability that further weakened its position in the market. Without strong and consistent leadership, Nissan has struggled to execute a successful turnaround strategy. The car industry is changing fast, and not every brand will survive. So, what do you think? Can any of these automakers turn things around, or are they doomed to disappear? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it.